My name's Melissa Knighton, and I've been coming to the Roots from the very first pre-launch service. We came the very first Easter that the Roots had a service, and we've been coming ever since. So I grew up in a household where Jesus was a theme, but we didn't really belong to one specific church, and our parents were really, open to us checking out different churches when we were growing up. And when I was 12 years old, I started going to a Christian youth group, and God kind of captivated my heart then. And over the course of my teenage years and early 20s, I kind of would get away from him and then drift back, get away from him and come back. And when I was having my first couple kids and my husband and I got married, I felt like there was a big gaping hole in our life, and I didn't really know what it was. We believed in God, we believed in Jesus and the gospel, but we weren't a part of that community, and that was really missing from our lives. It's funny because several people invited us to the Roots. So we'd keep running into people into town, and they were like, have you heard about this new church that's opening in Lacey? And do you know who the pastor is going to be? And we kind of knew Russ through friends of friends. So after about the 5th time hearing that, we felt like, okay, God, we hear you. We need to go check this church out. So we did. My life has changed drastically since then because we have a very supportive community that's helping us walk this out. We have leaders that are showing us what it looks like to walk it out, and people to help us out when we kind of stumble. So it's had a huge positive impact on our lives. My husband and I own a local gym, and we have had a lot of people from the gym start attending the Roots. And we talk a lot about church. We are really open about our faith, and I think it just enticed a little bit of interest in people. So it wasn't really like we're throwing the Bible at them. I think that they saw that we're normal people and we're Christians, and they kind of see how we live our lives, and they were like, I think that's kind of interesting. I want to check it out. So we have some friends that we've invited to church a few times, and for different reasons they weren't able to attend. And recently I invited the wife with me and some friends from the Roots to a worship concert, and it was just to go have a girls' night and experience Jesus in worship. And after that, a couple days passed, and she texted me and a couple of the other ladies that went with us and said, oh my gosh, I don't know if it was your intention, but that experience at worship night really changed me and made me realize that something's missing from my life, and I'm ready to start going to church with you guys. So that was awesome. I think the go part of your mission for some people is a little bit intimidating. Some people don't feel qualified because maybe they don't know the gospel inside and out like they think they should. But really the go can just be how you live your life and how you share it with people. So I think that it can be as simple as just casually talking about your experience with church or your experience with God, and how you live your life, and being an example is a big go. I think that it has more of an impact than you realize. So just not being afraid to talk about Jesus in your own story, in your own words, and sharing that with people, it can be a huge go just in your local community or your family.